This is the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
Apparently we're a rambunctious indie rumble.
Or heavy indie rock, pop
sensibilities.
Yeah.
Indie rock. I think that's the reason that we've got such a eclectic sound, because all our influences vary. Like for me personally, it was mostly the 80s indie that was in my mum's record collection, plus the stuff I was listening to in like Britpop in the 90s. But I know that's different for most of the guys.
Yeah, like sort of a lot of Britpop as well, but like a lot of late 70s punk and yeah, cool stuff like that.
But you liked Guns N' Roses?
That was my first
Love?
sort of, no, yeah, I guess. My first CD was actually Aqua, Barbie Girl. I don't think anybody knew that. Well, my first album was Step 1 by Steps.
That was mine as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Brilliant. See, this is great. So that kind of, I suppose, gave me the pop sort of element to my music, to my pop sensibilities. Yeah, but like various forms of punk rock, metal, that kind of stuff is really what I was into for a very long time.
Spice Girls was probably my first tape.
Oh, tape? What was it?
Tape cassette. And the first single I ever bought by myself was Living La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. That's still a good song.
Well, me and Sean met in prison.
Yeah, something like that.
Me and Alan, we met at college. We've been involved with each other since 2006.
Involved with each other since 2006.
Involved.
Very involved. Intimately involved.
Since 2006. We met at college studying music. We've been in 3 bands now together. And we needed a bassist and a drummer. This one's a drummer and this one's a bassist. So yeah, it came together like that. The universe brought us together. Mine's is for 2 different reasons. We played the main stage at the O2 Academy. That was my favourite for prestige. Like the O2 Academy is a big deal, and having been able to play there and hang out in the same backstage areas like some of the biggest artists have was pretty cool. But in terms of actual sound quality, I really enjoyed playing Buskers in Dundee, which used to be the Doghouse. I thought that was a brilliant sound, brilliant atmosphere, good gig. In terms of crowd, I've probably...
Last Aberdeen one was good.
Yeah, that was good. But yeah, no, like Glasgow O2 Academy was good for its status and good for the crowd that we had there. We seemed to get a very good crowd at that one.
Electric Circus was quite fun. Like, nice.
That was good. I liked that one, yeah.
Good day.
I don't know. The ones that I dislike stick out more than the ones I do like. For me, but
What ones have you not liked? Oh, they don't stick at that one.
I don't know.
Right, a book on Steve's.
Whether or not they're camera safe, I'm not sure.
It's only...
They're quite terrifying, some of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Terrifying is definitely the word.
That's the key way.
But as a collective, probably not. Like when we were not been together long enough to have funny stories. Other than I have had Alan's bollocks
I knew that's what you
on
were
my
going.
head, and there's photographic evidence of that.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
It's really disappointing as well,
Still got it.
because when I seen the picture, I did look pretty good in it. The only bad thing was is that his balls were on my head, so I can't use that on Facebook or anything, or
Well, that's not to say it won't end
or a
up on
Plenty of
Facebook.
Fish profile.
No, yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty easy. I wouldn't
Is
say
it
it's
yes,
difficult.
David?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I could be a bit dominating sometimes with the songs because I write the songs.
Dominating.
But I don't know. I'd say like I don't have any difficulties working with anybody in this band. That usually means that I'm the one that is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm very precious with my songs sometimes. Not as much as I used to be. But I don't think I'm that bad.
I think it's one of those things, we all have an opinion and we all want it voiced and to be, to feel that it's validated. But more often than not, we'll come to a kind of a compromise amongst ourselves.
I don't think it'd be for the money. I think if it gave us a platform, probably at least think about it. And then if it was only like a 1 album deal, I'd do it. Then
Solo artist.
What? No, for the band. If it was a 1 album deal for the band and it gave us exposure, I'd do it and then try and return to what we're supposed to be.
Son.
No, I don't know. I would the first thing I would say would be Biffy Clyro, just because they've been my favourite band since I was about 14, I think, really. And I went to see them in all the smaller, dingy venues that they would play when there was 20 people there to see them. And now they're selling out stadiums and arenas. I think it's really, really cool. And just from a personal point of view, yeah, it'd be them.
Libertines, favourite band, and they seem like they had a great time on tour, so yeah, that'd be cool.
Probably Oasis. Maybe more so Noel Gallagher now, although he's quite acoustic bass. I don't know if it would go down the same. I'd agree with Biffy Clyro as well. Just a big band, really. Any band that's got a lot of fans that we could try and steal.
Probably the original lineup of Smashing Pumpkins, because that's what proper got me into music, got me into drumming, because drummer's like my drum god. Not that we'd really fit, but that'd be like my favourite. But if it was a band, a current band just now to play with, it'd be Biffy, like these guys said.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, mine's Covered in Dust. Just like, it's definitely my favourite to play. It's always like a song we normally close on, and the crowd always gets going for it, and it's just really, really good fun.
A really good rock out.
Yeah, I get to jump around like an idiot, so it's all good.
Mine used to be, it was Big Window for a long time. But then when 501 came along, it took me a wee while, but after playing it through a few times and then finally recording it, it just surpassed that one. So at the moment 501, which is going to be the new single, is my favourite song.
501. It's good fun. They rock out and look like a total dick. So, yeah.
my favourite's probably Take Me Home, but I did forget the lyrics to it at the charity gig the other night. Totally forgot the verse. Alan was trying to harmonise me with it, and I was just making noise.
And the thing is, they probably thought that I was doing it wrong because you're the lead singer and you should always know what you're doing.
Yep. But yeah, Take Me Home is probably my favourite. And Big Window, I like playing them live. I don't really listen to them.
It's different listening and playing them, isn't it? I would say, like, my favourite one to play is definitely 501, but to listen, probably In Today's.
Yeah, I like
actually.
listening to Today's.
Yeah, today's.
It's brilliant. Probably Rocky as a character.
Shash, good answer.
Reincarnated as a fictional character.
Why not?
That's a really good answer. I kind of wanted to be that as well.
I would definitely say Rocky for me.
Well, if we're going that way, I'd like to be John McClane from Dying Jones.
Oh yeah, not bad.
Indiana Jones all the way.
But your life as John McClane would be miserable, man. You got a wife that's always nagging you and then divorces you and all that stuff. And then you just go and see her to try and be nice, and a bunch of terrorists end up taking over the building that everything happens in, and it's not very convenient for you. I think you would have a bad time as John McClane. He's always getting in trouble.
Yeah, it's true.
5 films, which he all got in trouble in.
Probably just come back as a cat.
Yeah, I'd be an owl.
Play it safe.
Just hang out with witches. What? Owls have things to do with witches, maybe.
Is there a story about the cat, the owl and the witch?
It's the owl and the pussycat. You could go to see.
Same thing.
Little green.
Is it the same thing?
No, I'm joking.
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with what I'm saying.
Nobody ever likes being on time, and it really stresses me out, especially booking gigs. Sorry guys.
there's something that I do that I don't know if you can consider it a bad habit, but it does mean that I have to sleep in separate rooms from the rest of the band.
Yeah.
I snore, and it kind of sounds like two bears fighting. It's not good, and yeah, it penetrates walls.
It does, man.
It really does. Like, we were on tour. Well, we were down in London recording, and we were sleeping on my brother's floor. And Steve actually had to go and sleep in the kitchen just because none of us were getting any sleep.
But I feel bad in the morning, but I can't help it. I wake up and they don't talk to me. And I'm like, guys, I don't do it on purpose.
The worst one was after that 10-mile walk that we made from central London out to where we were staying.
Should have got the bus.
It was horrible. I say we collectively, like myself and Sean, made the walk. These two guys got the bus halfway.
We walked about 3/4 of the way, and then.
But we got in. Steve was out like that, and we were all just lying there completely knackered, and couldn't sleep at all. So the next night he actually volunteered to sleep in the kitchen. So thank you, well done.
You're welcome, man. I want to help.
It's Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. It's like the shittest song ever.
I think the last time I actually put a song on my phone was years and years ago, and it was the Imperial March, Darth Vader's tune from Star Wars.
The last time I put anything on my phone was like maybe about 5 years ago. It was Flashback by Calvin Harris, and to this day when I hear it, because that was a very when it was my ringtone, it was a very like mental night, and I was getting a lot of phone calls because I was missing, because I was trying to look after my girlfriend at the time who was vomiting like everywhere. So I was getting a lot of phone calls from my friends going, "Where are you?" And it's just like, "This is like a flashback," and every time I hear that song now,
You get flashbacks.
I get flashbacks to my girlfriend vomiting. So that was the last time I ever, and yeah, kind of don't want to build up connections with songs in case that happens again. Anything from here?
It was Runaway by Bon Jovi.
That's a tune.
I don't have a really good story for that.
It's not at
It's
all.
an absolutely fantastic tune. When I was 17, I had the choice of driving lessons or Bon Jovi tickets. I still maintain I made the right decision.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But you could drive me anyway.
That offends me. Yeah, just applying for as many, well, immediate plans are like applying for as many festivals and stuff, and just playing as many gigs as we can. Long term, like,
Well, we're releasing 3 singles this year.
First one's on 12th of May.
First one on 12th of May, that's going to be 501. It's all getting done through Animal Farm down in London, who we met last year on the tour. I suppose yeah, that's kind of the aim for 2014 with regards to that side of things with releases. Obviously we'll be gigging, touring about when we can. We're away down to Brighton on the 9th of May.
Yeah, we're playing the Great Escape Festival, which is pretty exciting. Because when you look at the previous people that have played there, previous bands, it's everyone who's quite relevant right now. So it's like they've played that festival, and over the next few years they've become relevant. So it's like Kasabian played it a few years ago. Churches have played it. Swan Atlantic, I think, have played it. Wombats, Joy Formidable have played it. Quite a lot of bands that I'm into right now as well have played it. So yeah, it's exciting. We're going to do that. We're releasing a video to accompany our singles, making our first one throughout April for the May release. And yeah, just continue working for the rest of the year with Animal Farm down in London, and hopefully we'll have built up enough fan base to take it on to next year. Like start selling out small venues would be good.